with the stash tabs on sale this week, and it reminded me I should do a review of the stash tabs and which ones are the best to get or not, or to have. Which ones are the best bang for your buck. So I decided to go through that, and let's just dive in. Good old currency tab. Currency tab is probably the one I deem as a pay-to-win tab. It's kind of a have tab. Um, the reason for that is it saves so much inventory. While yes, these items do stack, they usually stack in stacks of 10 or 20. So you can see one item slot, one inventory slot, or stash slot, would normally, if we were just using a normal tab, need to be 8. I mean, if I did this 1,000 here, it's something silly like 25 stash tabs, even when you break them down into stacks of 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 or stash slots if I didn't have the currency tab. The other nice thing is you get a crafting window slot, which is good for if you're slamming currency on something trying to craft it, or I use it as a hot swap for situations like I need this when I'm running elders, but I don't need it any other time. But it makes it just quick to pop it in and out. Sometimes I'll throw a certain flask I need, like a no regen, no mana regen map. I'll throw my flask in that I keep dragging for just those maps. So I don't have to go searching through all my tabs to find it. You also get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 kind of just hold anything slots. These can be these balls of summonings, shards, bindings, all this stuff. Basically just kind of a junk drawer. You can put other things in here too. We can put our splinters in, all that kind of stuff as storage. So really super versatile, very helpful for when you're getting a large piece of, a large random group, or you're just trying to speed dump your inventory so you can go on to the next map, then come back through and clean it up afterwards, or you just want to have nice places to store all this random stuff without it just being randomly in some tab. Currency tabs, they run on sale. Right now they're 60 tokens or whatever, which ends up being $6 and translated into US currency. Normally they're 75, which means they're $7.50. That $7.50 is probably the best money you could ever spend. Now, it's kind of in a weird spot because $7.50, you can't buy points in that. You can either buy 5, 10, or 20. So you're going to probably have to spend 20, and then you'll have 250 points left over. But you can spend them on a few other tabs that we'll talk about here. Divination tab. This one is a luxury to have, not a necessity. A lot of these cards you don't even need to keep or have. I mean, Fertile Mind, not really. There's just a whole bunch, a dagger, a whole bunch of these you can just skip over because they don't have a lot of value, or they quickly stack. You get them, you convert the item for the trade, see if it's any good, trash it if it's not. And while they can take up a lot of inventory space in a hurry, they do stack until they get full stacked. And then you can just trade them in. Or you can sell them. Or you can just be selective. For example, I don't need to be picking up the hermits in my loot filter if I don't want to. There's no need to really pick them up. Unless I'm just trying to chaos roll, or kind of val roll them for some weird plus 1+1 kind of super uber starting one. So to me, divination is a nice to have, but not really a have to have. It is not that bad price wise. It's $5, not on sale. It's $4 when they do put it on sale. So you can kind of, you can work it out there. You can buy the currency and the div for $10 when they're both on sale. kind of just knock them out. The next one, Fragment tab. This one is a close runner-up for almost absolutely need to have, and mainly because it depends. So splinters, it depends on how you play. If you're collecting fragments or these sacrifice fragments, then you're going to want to have it because these do not stack in normal inventory. So you can quickly see you can suck up a lot of tab space for this. But there's no point to have all of these. I should probably just really turn around and sell most of these, or turn around and buy a whole bunch of Midnights, or run these and just farm a bunch of Midnights. All of them work. And then either sell the sets or run the sets to get the mortal sets. If you're doing a lot of Shaper farming or Uber Elber farming, having the fragments here good. Splinters, as I showed earlier, if you have a currency, you can store all your splinter needs in one of these tabs here. Not a problem. Divine Vessels, Offerings. Now, if for some reason they make Scarabs go mainstream, then it adds to this tab. They keep kind of changing the fragment tab around based on the leak mechanic at times. So in this case, you know, even at this, so as soon as I get them, I'm burning through them just about as fast. So it's wouldn't take up a whole lot of inventory. So this is kind of a I feed it to the nice to have, not a really requirement. Fragment tabs, when they're not on sale, are $7.50. When they're on sale, they're $5.50. So, it's a little pricey for what it gives. Don't get me wrong, it has value if you do, but you can live without. There's better ways to manage everything in this in a more cost-effective way. It's just not as organized. Essences. So I go back and forth on the value of this one. They can take up a bit of space, but really you're rolling them up. It's not bad. All that kind of, you know, just this one inventory piece. Not bad. I mean, that's almost all of them. I can keep going. So the only like function of this tab beyond a little organization for you, because they'll auto stack up to what they need, is this lovely button of heavenly joy called upgrade. Upgrade these, normally you have to go take them to, like, for example, Zana or a vendor, sell them, you dump them in, it rolls up, boom, you put it back. Okay. Or you click an upgrade button and it all just highlights nice and easy for you. I should have did that a little slower. But the point being, click upgrade and you just upgrade them here. It's nice once you get a whole bunch. It's quick if you're just slamming maps all the time. You're grabbing the essence, you pop back in, you just dump them into this tab, you forget they exist. Then when you decide you want to roll them up, you pop in here. It takes 2.5 seconds to roll your entire tab up of everything you've collected for the entire day, and you're done. If you're not that kind of player, and you're not slamming every second of the day, kind of just dumping loot really quick, they'll all fit in a tab. You can just simply go through the vendor piece. They fix the vendors to where they don't turn to wisdom scrolls anymore when you put more than 3 in. It just gives you the proper change of the lower essence. Since they did that, rolling it up's not a pain. Used to be a nightmare because you had to put 3 or you would lose them, or lose part of them if you weren't doing it in divisions of 3. They fixed that, so kind of undermined the value of the essence tab and the upgrade button. You also do get another kind of crafting slot if you're slamming essence, which really it's just saving you a few inches of screen drag and drops. Not that big of a deal. The map tab. Okay, the map tab I am gonna basically say is the other Key Essential, you should just go ahead and buy it. Oh, real quick on the Essence tab, forgot to cover. They know the Essence tab has much less value. That's why normally it's only $4 and it's on sale for $3. Not too bad. $3, pop it in there. I mean, we're talking half of a Starbucks medium. Makes your life a whole lot easier, but if you don't need it, don't buy it. Map tab. Map tabs, yes, I do see this as being the other kind of play to win. There's so much utility here that it's absolutely insane. So, as you can see here, there's 58 maps here, 55 here, 71 here, 92 here. I mean, storing 92 maps, you just couldn't do it. You have to keep rolling them up. Before we had the map tab, this never happened. 58 of these, because I was immediately rolling all of this stuff up just because I didn't have the space not to. I either just vendoring it or rolling it up. Basically, go through, roll it all up, roll it all up, roll it all up. Which the reason I have these is it's helpful for when, you know, guild member yells, hey, do you have a map? Yeah, here it is, trade, done, quick. The other utility is Atlas bonus complete. And so you can see which ones you still need to get. I think I've full completed on mine, so I won't be able to show one that's not. Well, I can kind of. So when they're not complete, you can see the white bar isn't under it. If you've ran it on a normal map, but you didn't do the Atlas bonus, it'll tell you that it's been ran, so it's unlocked, but it won't show for the Atlas bonus. So that's good there. So you get that utility. You get the utility of being able to store 1,000 maps in one tab. And if you want to sell maps, you can turn just the map tier. You can turn the whole tab on to public, which means it'll auto go out to the trade indexers. Or you can just put just a tab on and then sub map. So just this map for cage maps are on sale. Put it for public, put how much I want to put it up for bid. There, so you get a sales tab for selling maps. It's helpful early league to sell maps to earn quick currency and to be able to afford to buy other maps you don't have or you want to run. So you get the selling, storage, and mass volumes. They're organized by tiers. You can quickly see I've completed all of those for the bonuses. Here's all my red maps. Here's all my custom unique maps, and all of them that are out there. So just a wall of value available in this tab, and they kind of know that because the map stat tab or the map stash is 150 tokens, which is $15. Even on sale, it's $12 when it's on sale. So save yourself the $3. Wait until it's there on sale, but definitely get you a map tab. I hate to say it, that's the reason why they price it so high. They know it's super valuable. It's another huge pay to win. I mean, it's just, hate to say it, it's the currency and the map stash are the two that I think you absolutely must have no matter what. Everything else you can probably live without. Those two are the top. So $12 for the maps tab, another $6 for or $7.50 or if it's not. So let's just say the $6. So $12 for map, $6 for that. You're talking $18. So you're going to need to buy a 20 spot, lay it down on the game to get your two tabs that you absolutely really need to play the game. If you're a casual player, log in for 3 hours a week, 4 hours a week. No, don't bother with any of this. You'll live. If you're playing this to enjoy it, playing it to play all through the mechanics, playing it each league, those are the two tabs you absolutely have to have. So let's kind of go over to some of the other tabs that aren't these kind of special item tabs or specialty tabs. So they have the quad stash tabs. Basically, it's one tab holds 4 times as much stuff. To me, if you're selling a lot and you're engaging in trade a ton, then you're going to want at least one quad stash tab. That's kind of how I played it. I had a quad stash because you turn it, you mark everything individuals, and then you just make it a selling tab, and you just sell everything that you want to sell. As you can see, I don't even have this remotely even organized. It's hardly even filled. It's quick and easy. I just grab an item that I want to sell, plop it in there, right click, throw the price on it, hit save, forget exist, take off running. I don't have to really ever inventory manage this during the league because I usually either sell enough that it's always has space because I'm selling items fast enough that I don't have to worry about it, or if I do fill it up, then I just go through and like just dump this garbage stuff out that takes up a lot of space. So premium or the quads, and it's $12 when it's on sale. I think it's 15 when it's not on sale. To be honest, if you're trading all the time, then you're probably involved in the game enough that it's going to be one of those you'll dump it out kind of deals. So, but really, you'll live without it. I have two, just because I believe in it being and doing some game development myself and knowing how much money goes into making games like Path of Exile actually work. I don't mind supporting the game a little heavy, which makes it keeps it free for everybody else as well. So I don't mind kind of putting some extra money in it when I've got a couple bucks. You know, as decide I'm not going out to eat for a week at lunch, nail some extra dollars, buy another stab. I use one for selling, and then I use one for as I'm building my kind of weird builds throughout the league. I just kind of start dumping all my stuff between characters because, you know, instead of always getting the same gear, I've already got it, so I'll just drag and dump it, but it kind of keeps all my good in-game gear all in one tab for me, so I don't have to like go searching between multiple tabs. The next kind of tab that you have, or the next basically everything else that I have, is basically a normal tab that I've just upgraded. Normal tabs you can't sell anything from. They're just a storage. You start with 4 of them when you first start playing. This is kind of the base storage. I've kept one. The rest of them I've actually have upgraded. That's the reason why this one's not colored. Anything, you can't do anything special with it. The option here though is you can upgrade a normal tab. So you can upgrade a normal tab to a premium tab for $1. Well, why would you do that? So this is this field tab here, which it's not even. Basically, once you upgrade to a premium, you can right click, you can change the name of the tab, you can set it to public, which basically allows you to sell items either individually priced, negotiating a negotiable price, or an exact price on all items. The exact price on all items is helpful for something like this, where I've set everything to basically just be a chaos. So everything in here lists as just one chaos. So I don't even have to price it. I just control click, drop it in there, and it goes. You can color organize all of them, kind of making them more user-friendly to yourself. They did add this currently, they put in icons for these specialty kind of quad tabs, maps, essence, fragments, divs, and currencies. And then these diamonds for premiums. And then of course poor old normal just looks kind of bleak and miserable sitting out there. The other piece that you can get, so that's kind of all of the stash tabs, why you get them. There is ways to sell on the indexers without using the premium tab. To be honest, for me, the challenge that you'll end up having is you can set the indexers up, they work, but you got to run a third-party program. It's got to sit there and read through it. There's a whole bunch of setup. It's a bit of a hassle. I used to do it. As soon as it came out, I'm like, You're telling me for $1 I can not have to deal with this third-party program, keep the third-party program updated, deal with whether I'm posting to PoE Trade or the built-in trade mechanics, the PoE's official trade channels. All that kind of overhead and work just goes away, becomes part of the game, is indexed. I'm not jumping to different screens, and it costs me $1 when they're on sale. It's $1.50 when they're not on sale. So Premium Stash Tab, definitely worth it. Or the upgrade at least one of them for $1.50. You can do just buying additional tabs, and you can either buy a normal tab and then leave it normal. Normal tabs are $3 for an extra stash tab. They go down to $2 when they're on sale. The other way to buy is in bundles, where you save a little bit of money. So you get 6 tabs for basically $12. Or when they're on sale, you get 6 tabs for $11. You save $1. If you're looking at the extra stash, you get 1 for $30. So getting 6 for the $120, you're basically getting 2 free tabs if you buy it in the $12 pack. So you get 6 for the cost of what it is 4 if you don't buy it in the pack. So don't sit there and just keep clicking buy extra stash tab. You're wasting money. Click the pack instead. You'll save some with the bundle. The other option is to buy a premium stash tab. Premium stash tabs are just a new tab that already had the premium piece turned on. They sell for $40, and if you look at what the premium stash tab is, which is when they're not on sale, premium stash tab is $40, an extra stash tab is $30, and to upgrade to a premium is $15. So you're saving, 50 cents or so by doing that, or by just buying a premium stash tab. So save yourself 50 cents, just buy straight instead of buying an extra and buying the upgrade. Just buy a premium stash tab. The other component is you can buy a premium stash tab bundle, which same thing, you get 6 stash tabs for $180. So before they're on sale, they're $165 when they're on sale. So $18 for 6 premium stash tabs. So what I did is I bought, to make my gaming super comfortable before they started adding all the other stuff in, I bought a premium stash tab bundle. So I picked up an extra 6. They gave me 10 tabs. And then they were already premiums on there. So then basically, because if you kind of look through here, that's kind of what I did. It's the 4 starting, then the premium stash bundle, and then they were doing the upgrades, a currency sale, and I upgraded 3 because I had some extra points left over. Kind of as we were mentioning with the gotta buy them at 5, 10, or let's see, what is this? Yeah, 5, 10, or 20, so 50, 100, or 200 points. Because you're buying them in that way, you end up with a few extra points left over. And that's where it's kind of like, well, I'll just go ahead and upgrade my other 3 starter ones to premiums. And I've got to the point where I don't think I'll ever upgrade my 1 stash tab normal ever. I mean, there's no point. There's nothing special. I'm not selling any of these or selling from any of these. I'm just using them for basically junk storage or organization. As you can see throughout a leak, I can kind of get a little clip or a little kind of overkill here on my storage, mainly because I'm just keeping everything because I love to do billions of builds, and it just saves me the time of trying to find it on trade. Really, I say buy a premium stash bundle, the map stash tab, currency tab. Do that and you're done. So if we add all that up when they're on sale, so the map stash is $12. The currency is $6, so that's $18. And a premium stash bundle is $16.50. So $16.50 plus the 12 plus 6. You need $35 to make your PoE experience pretty much golden. I mean, with those kind of purchases, you'll be set. You'll be able to handle everything that you want to do, and actually feel as if the game's not holding you back or frustrating, or you're stripping your loot filter down to nothing because you can't afford to pick up, or you got to learn what is valuable versus not too quickly. So plan to spend $35. Now, with that said, quick added bonus comment or segment here. When buying points, you should look to buy the packs. So PoE usually, well, they always do. They always have either supporter packs or league packs. So the league packs, for example, currently are the Undertaker supporter or Master Undertaker supporter, and the Soul Stealer and the Master Soul Stealer. Now, the reason I say you should look at packs is if you're kind of wanting to get some MTXs, they're the biggest bang for your buck, plus they give you a lot of the points that you need. So, for example, the Undertaker supporter gives you 250 points, which is $25 worth of points. Plus you get the supporter title, the weapon effect, the back attachment, a social frame, and the extended digital soundtrack. And it's $30, so it costs you $30, but you get $25 worth of points. So you're only paying $5 for those other kind of 6 MTXs. Similar with the Master Undertaker, which here's where you really, if you can afford the money, or if you're going to invest the money into the game, it's where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. Master Undertaker, for example, $60, which is a bit much for a game, but $60 you get $55 worth of points back. So you're only spending $5 for everything else it does. So you get all the Undertaker normal supports, the $30 pack, plus you get the full armor set, all the extra components to it, and you're still only out $5. Now the nice thing is PoE will let you buy the $30 pack and then later get the $60 pack and just take the hit for the $30 upgrade price, and you only get the extra $30 worth of points that you get. So they're a great way to get MTXs for super cheap, because most of the really, and they're the really cool looking ones anyways, because they really want people to buy them. For example, I, in one of my other videos, covered the entire new core supportable. The Crucible supportable was let's see, how much was that? $480. And yes, that was kind of a lot to spend, but I have it. But the reason I kind of looked at doing it, because I sat there and went back and forth, back and forth. Why am I doing this? Reason is the point ratio was a 1-for-1, meaning they gave me 4,800 points. So 4,800 points is the same as spending $480. So I basically have got the same amount of points as if I went out and just individually bought points throughout the year. So if I look through that, I basically get, how many things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I basically get 40 MTXs, and these were like full armor sets too. I mean, I'm not just talking like 40 items. I'm talking like either weapon effects, apparitions, helmets, alternate helmets, full armor sets, all that. I mean, it's just a ton. And I'm getting it all for free when you really look at it. Meaning I'm getting all the MTXs for free. I'm just still paying for the points. So those are kind of good ways to get a good mix of both. You can get the $30 pack, you get $25 worth of points, so you're out $5 for those MTXs. But it's hard to get those quality of MTXs that you get, especially when you get like into the $60 packs where you get full armor sets. Typically speaking, a full armor set's going to run you $10 to $15 in League or in Path of Exile to get a full matching armor set. Here you're spending $5, so you're really getting to save $10 off. You're also usually getting things that you're not going to be able to get any other which way. So they really dump a lot of artist work into these because they're the showcase. But a lot of people just immediately overlook them because they seem pricey, but then they go and click buy tokens to buy other things, and they don't even realize that they're spending, $30 anyways on clicking buy tokens when they could have spent $30 and got almost the same amount of tokens and a full set of MTXs to go along with it. So just a little kind of insider tip or trick on how to be most cost effective when purchasing or buying tokens and points. That you really want to just take a look at those cores, because if it's something, or the other supporter packs, the League supporter packs, because that's pretty much how I buy all my points, is through the packs, because like I said, you're getting tons of value that way. Anyways, this video has kind of gotten a little long, so let me cut it off here. Please remember to like and subscribe. Really appreciate it if you did. Pass it along to other people. And leave me a comment on other topics you want me to cover about Path of Exile. And I'll see you later. Thanks.